This is India's manufacturing rate, 2.2%. And this exposes the reality of the fake Make in India, the farce of PLI scheme, because manufacturing is growing at merely 2.2%. India's factories are not operating. India's factories are not making products because people are not buying them, and as a result, they are not investing. As a consequence, external trade is hit. If you see import growth, it has shrunk by nearly 3%. Because raw material, products, parts are not being imported, considering manufacturing itself is not happening. External trade, exports have taken a hit as well, growing at only 2.8%. For any economy to clock in a robust rate of growth, exports will have to grow. India's share in global exports has gone down consistently, but this government doesn't seem to care. The reality is that people in the Commerce and Industry Ministry don't even track data. They don't know that India's FDI has been falling. They are not aware that India's share in the global FDI pie has gone down and India's share in global export is going down. This is how sharply it has fallen, with a growth of only 2.8%. And as a consequence, low investments. Who's investing? The private sector is not investing because the private sector is not putting money where its mouth is. The private sector doesn't trust you, doesn't trust your policies, and so it's not taking the leap of faith. So the only engine of growth was actually government expenditure. But the government doesn't seem to be spending either, and which is why the slump. The government will tell you that in the first quarter we had general elections, in the April, May and June quarter, and there was a model code of conduct, so we didn't invest. That's a big fat lie. Because the reality is that in the first quarter, the government invested 4.15 lakh crore rupees. And in the second quarter, where we have seen the GDP shocker, the government invested merely 4.01 lakh crore rupees. Why did the government spend less money in the second quarter as compared to the first? There was no model code of conduct. There was no reason why the government should have spent less. Low investments, low growth, everything means less jobs. Lakhs of vacancies in central government, lakhs of vacancies in states. One after the other, exams are being leaked. And as a result, sunshine sectors like IT itself are not remaining untouched. India's IT sector lost 1,30,000 jobs. This is just a number I've put on the table for you to realize how deep the slowdown is and how big the financial crisis is.